Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing tonight? Well, it's not too late, and I want to listen to a little bit of my audiobook, so I'm going to probably vlog for a little bit, then take a break, and then come back and finish my vlog tonight. But I'm not going to vlog for a long time. I know I say that, and then it ends up being like an hour and a half, but I'm not going to. 2 days until we go to Las Vegas, and I'm so excited. Alex and I are so excited. Today was a great day. I had just such a wonderful day today, and it was beautiful outside. It was funny because I tweeted out yesterday that fall was like in Indianapolis, and today it was like so hot and rainy and stuff, and I was like, well, I guess summer's back. We got up, we went to brunch, and at Cafe Patashu, and I had my regular. I had an omelet. I wasn't gonna get the crispy potatoes, but I did get the crispy potatoes. I was like, you know what, I'm going out to dinner tonight with Susie anyway, so I'm just gonna eat today what I wanna eat, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it, and then the next 2 days I'm gonna do like kind of a little cleanse kind of thing, and then when I get back from Vegas, get back on the Optavia. So, and we went to brunch, and we had a great time, and then after brunch, we ran over to Nordstrom. I wanted to get another pair of Birkenstock plastic sandals because my black ones that I've had for a long time are like completely faded because I wore them on the beach in Mexico in March, and I really haven't worn them since. I've been wearing these like blue ones. So I went to Nordstrom to see if they had another pair, and I'm like obsessed with those plastic Birkenstocks, but the only ones that they had were the blue that I already have. So I was like, I don't need another pair of those. But they did have clearance, and I got this bathing suit, and it's the Chubbies brand, which I have wanted forever. And this bathing suit was so expensive, you guys, and it was marked down. Does it have the original price on here? It doesn't. But it was half off. Can you see it? It's cute, and it's like really, the material is really different. It's kind of fun. It feels kind of like a sail on a sailboat. It's interesting. And then I got these, I don't know if you can see these or not, but these were on sale too, these shorts. And they're like navy blue, but they're kind of like, they have like ridges in them. They're really cool. So I'm gonna wear those like, if we go out to lunch or dinner being cash in Las Vegas. So I'm so excited. That was fun. We did that. And then, what did I do? I talked to Mel today on the phone. Hey, Mel. And we picked our book for September. And I'm going to be making this video tomorrow, so I'll say it. We're going to read the book. We're going to get away from serial killers for a little bit. And we're going to read the new book that just came out not too long ago. And it is called My Friend Anna. And it's about this woman. It's supposedly like really good. It's on the bestseller list right now, I think. And it's about this woman that like lied about who she was, and she said she was like this rich heiress, and she really wasn't. She hung out with all these people in New York and stuff. It's supposed to be really good. So we're gonna read that for September. That's our September book. I'm gonna be doing an announcement video on BookTube tomorrow about that. And then I filmed 2 videos. Well, I did a review video. I did a review video of the Hardee's Fruit Loop donut milkshake. That was really fun. I had a good time doing that. I only drank like a couple sips of it because it was right after brunch and I wasn't trying to drink a whole milkshake anyway. And then, what else? I've had a headache all day though. That is the one thing that it's been bad. I've had like a horrible headache all day today. This road splits. I don't even know why. What was I gonna say? Filmed a video on my Peter Monn channel, and then I filmed the review channel, got those up, then took a shower, Alex took a shower, and we got ready, and we went down, and we met Susie for dinner on the south side. It was weird. My GPS took me all the way through downtown Indianapolis, and we went to the one in Greenwood, which is like on the south side of Indianapolis, and we're like on the north side of Indianapolis, so it took us like 40 minutes to get there. And it was so good to see Susie. We had such a great time, and, where is my fanny pack? I just went and picked up Tanya, and we went and got a fountain pop. And I gave her coffee teacup that Frank sent. Frank, thank you. Tanya loved it. She wanted me to say thank you. She was like, this is so sweet. I can't believe this. So anyway, Tanya was telling me about her weekend at the lake and stuff like that. She had a great time. But, she said it rained really bad last night and she couldn't sleep very well though. Yeah, we just had such a good time. So it was Susie and her high school friend that she grew up with, and then it was Alex and I and Susie's daughter and granddaughter. And it was so funny. It was like, so Susie's daughter sat next to me, and then Alex sat next to her, and then Susie's friend sat over there, and then her granddaughter was in the middle, and then Susie sat across from me. And it was so funny because it was like her daughter and I were like elbowing each other like we were kids again and stuff. And so Susie's daughter is like super successful. Okay, we're 7 days apart, and she's super successful. She went to Princeton, and she's just really cool, but she's very laid, like you would never know it. You would just think like she was just nobody, it looked normal, right? And she has like this extremely high profile job, and so we were just sitting there, and it was so funny because her daughter like applied to like, well, so the reason they were in town is because her daughter is going to IU. So it was funny because we were talking, and I was like, now do you watch any YouTube? And she was like, no, none at all. She like doesn't watch any YouTube whatsoever. And she's real sweet, and she's real excited about going down to IU. But anyway, it was pouring rain earlier when we were like loading their stuff in the car. Alex like moved all of their like suitcases over to the minivan that they had rented. But so I said to her daughter, I said, so she applied to like, well, she wanted to go to University of Michigan, but then when she went and looked at it, she was like, I didn't like Ann Arbor that well, which surprised me because I think Ann Arbor is beautiful, and University of Michigan is a really neat campus. It actually looks a lot like IU, honestly. She applied to UMass, University of Massachusetts. Where else did she apply, she said? Well, Susie's daughter said that she couldn't go in state. She had to go out of state. She thought it was a good experience for her. So they were all out of state schools, and they were all like really good schools. I couldn't believe it. And Miami of Ohio, which is like a lot of kids here in Indianapolis go to Miami of Ohio. It's like a private school. It's really good. It's in Oxford, Ohio. It's a beautiful campus too, and she said it was too small. That's why she didn't end up going there. But anyway, she looked at all these different schools, and I said, well, which ones did you get into? And she's like, I got into all of them. I said, wow, you must have got really good grades. And Susie's daughter was like, no, she didn't. And I go, well, what was your grade point average in high school? And she said, I got like a 3.6, 3.7. And she's like, not, and Susie's daughter was like, not good enough. And I go, oh my God. I go, that is fantastic. And I said, what did you have in high school? And she's like, I had like a 4.3 or something like that. And Alex goes, Peter, tell him what you graduated from high school with. And I said like a 1.87. And they were like, no, you didn't. I was like, yes, I was a horrible student in high school. We had such a good time telling stories about the past and talking, and we didn't really actually do too many telling stories of the past. It was really more about like catching up, and they were asking, so Susie and Alex know each other well, but like Alex had never met her daughter, so we made plans. We're gonna go out there like October, either the last, well, okay, Alex and I talked about it when we got in the car, because they had said maybe like the last week of October, because they're coming here to go to IU for like some weekend. I think it's homecoming weekend here or something like that. So we're gonna go out there one of the first weeks of November. Elle, we need to figure that out, because I'm coming out there to see you, gal. I told Alex that tonight. And we're just gonna stay with Susie. We talked about that tonight. Susie's like, you're not getting a hotel. She's like, I have 3 extra bedrooms. You're gonna stay with me. So we're just gonna stay there. And her daughter lives across the street from her, and her other daughter just bought a house 6 houses down from her, so they all live in the same neighborhood, which I think is really cool. So Susie has like all of her grandkids around her all the time, you know? And so her daughter that was here tonight has a younger son and a younger daughter, and then Susie's other daughter has 2 kids. And so anyway, it was such a great time, and I don't know, it was nice, you know? On the way down there, I was telling Alex some stories, and I kind of started getting a little emotional, and I thought I'm gonna have a really hard time and whatever, you know, and like I hadn't seen her daughter in 11 years, like, you know, since I'd been out there and visiting after my mom passed, and she like walked in. We were all sitting down, and she like walked in because they had come from the airport, and she couldn't see us, and then I pointed over and I like waved at her and whatever, and she came over and she's like, oh, we're finally. It was just like I had seen her yesterday. It was so weird. It was like it was so nice, but it was like so weird. It was like we had just seen each other, you know, yesterday. It was very cool, and I think I just like realized how simple life is at its core. You know, it just is really, really simple and nice, and I just love my life. I don't know where I put my fanny pack. I had it up here somewhere. So tomorrow, I have 9 million things I have to do. I have to go pick up dog food from the vet. I have to pick up Pee-Pee's medicine. I have to get dog food for Boo and Tucker at Meijer, which I was gonna do that tonight, but I think I'm gonna pass, and I was gonna do that, like, you know, while I was driving around listening to my audiobook, but I was like, I think I'll just do that. If anybody has a really good suspenseful audiobook to listen to, could you leave it in the comment section below? Because I really, really need to listen to like a good book while I'm on vacation. I was trying to find a good book that takes place in Las Vegas, but like none of them really anything that I am like excited about listening to. I was gonna do, I think I talked about this last night, I was gonna get The Desert Rose by Larry McMurtry, but I'd rather listen to something that's kind of a little suspenseful. So yeah. So that'll be another fun little trip that we'll have. So we have some really fun trips coming up. We have Vegas, we have San Diego, we have Denver, and then Miami in May, and Las Vegas. Or no, Miami in March, and then Las Vegas in, I think we're doing 6 days in Miami. And then Las Vegas in May. And then I'd like for us to do a birthday trip next year. I told Alex, I said, I would either like to go somewhere like Mexico warm, like February, like to get away from the cold, or I would like to do, like for our birthday trip. And he goes, well, why not both? And I go, well, because that's expensive, and we already have like 6 trips planned. So we can't do everything. I wish we could, but he's like, well, we just have to plan ahead for it. And I'm like, okay. He's so funny. And then he started packing tonight. When we came home, he was like packing, and he did laundry all day today and all day yesterday. And so he started, or all like last evening. So he started packing. I need to turn in somewhere to get my fanny pack, because I don't know where it's at. So he was like packing and getting his stuff together and hanging out with the dogs, and I hung out with them for a little bit. And he has actually, we get back from Vegas, and the following weekend he goes to Chicago for North Coast, and we are having here it is. And we are having a Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. Everybody thinks it's Pee-Pee and Peter's Special Weekend, but it's actually Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. Is it fading in and out? It's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. So he'll be gone Friday through Sunday or something. So I might go visit my friends in, you know, I haven't used this in a while, this Laneige. I might go visit my friends in Seymour that weekend. And I want to get together with them and see them. And that would be a good weekend, because I can go down there in the afternoon, and we can go out to dinner and kind of hang out and stuff like that, and then I can come back and not be too late. It's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. So yeah, so there's that. And I think that's about everything that happened today. And then I picked up Tanya, and we just kind of hung out and talked and stuff like that. It was a good day. I'm really excited about Vegas. I'm excited about seeing Maya. Oh, you guys, my godson, my nephew, Sebastian, he starts preschool tomorrow. What just happened? Do you guys see? I'm talking about the weirdness with the lights. Like, I don't know what is going on. That was so weird, wasn't it? But he starts preschool tomorrow, and he has to wear a little tie and shirt to preschool. Oh my God, is that not so cute? And he's only going, it's only for a couple hours a day. And I guess they have, like, Liliana's like gonna be working there doing something with the students, like, and it has something to do with Spanish or something. I don't really understand what she's doing, but she's doing something with it. And so Alex sent me a picture tonight when I was with Tanya, and it was with Carlito's already started school, but and he doesn't wear a tie to school, but it was like, I think this is at like a private school or something, and it was like him, and he had on his little tie and shirt, and he had on like a backpack over it. It's so cute. He's so sweet. Aww. It's so crazy, you know, how fast kids grow up and stuff like that. And like Susie's granddaughter, the last time I saw her was 6, we were talking about, right? Like, and I remember her at 6. And now she's like a college freshman, you know? And then I see this picture, you know, of Sebastian. He's still small. He's just gonna be small. Like, Carlos and Liliana are short. Like, Carlos is like 5'4", or 5'5", and Liliana is like 5'1". I mean, like, they're really short. Which is funny, because Fufu and his mom and Alex are all tall. And I think Alex's dad is short. I can't remember. I remember him not being really, really tall. But Alex's mom, like, her side of the family is pretty tall. But yeah, all of Alex's cousins on his dad's side, because they all live here, they're like all pretty short. So anyway, like, I mean, I'm not short. Like, Carlos is definitely the shortest, but, well, that's not true. One of the cousins is like shorter than him, but they're all pretty short. And like Carlitos looks like he's gonna be taller. Like, he's already kind of like the same height as his friend. We thought he was gonna be like the smallest of his class, but this last year he's grown a lot, and he is like the same height as his friends now, and like his other students in class. But Sebastian is like real small, so I think he's gonna be small. I think, and he looks a lot like Liliana too, and she's really short. But it's so crazy to think that they're like, you know, in first grade and preschool already. They are the best of friends. They just get along so well, and yeah. It's like lightning in the distance. It has been like a stormy day here in Indianapolis. It kind of like would rain and then stop, and rain and then stop. So we're excited. We got a couple shows to go to in Vegas. We're trying to decide some restaurants that we want to go to. We want to go out to a nice dinner on our anniversary night. And meet up with Maya a couple nights. I got to figure out which night I want to just stay in when Alex and Maya. I'm going to let them go and have a night together, just the two of them. And that'll probably be the Cascade night. And Alex is like, don't you want to be on stage with Cascade? And I was like, babe, I think it's cool, but I don't really care that much. I really don't, you know what I mean? Like, is that not so horrible? Like, I just don't care about that stuff so much. Then we're gonna see Rufus Du Sol. I'm excited about that. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. I'm ready to go on a little bit of a vacation. Tanya said there's a heat index there, and it's like 108 though in Las Vegas right now. So she's like, you're gonna have to watch when you go to the pool and all this kind of stuff. I'm already, y'all know I'm gonna get burnt. Because I'll be out in the sun. I like to get a tan. People are always telling me to wear the 50s and the 20s and the 30s. I do, and I still get burnt. So I always have. Oh, I wanted to say something tonight. Okay. I got this comment on my video, and it was from Nancy. I do not know why it hit me the way that it did, Nancy, when you left your comment. you know, I read all the comments, right? So, and you guys just leave the most amazing comments. I just really appreciate it so much. But Nancy left this comment, and it was something about, like, her relationship with her mom is very similar to my relationship with how my relationship with my mom was. And it was about, like, that she doesn't know what she's gonna do without her mom or whatever. And I think she said that her mom was like 79. And, but I could be incorrect. I could be misquoting that. And that, like, she goes over there, like, on Sundays or one night a week, and then when she's over there, like, she'll play the vlog sometimes, and her mom will listen to, and then other times, like, her mom will say, like, oh, how's Peter doing? What book is he reading? That, I just want you to know, that one, you guys have no idea, like, the comments, like, how much they mean to me. I don't think I could really ever explain it to you. It's like, you know, on my, like, Peter Monn channel, when people are like, oh, they have opinions about this, opinions about that, I'm like, well, we all have opinions, and so it's interesting to read, like, what other people have to say. And then on my Peterisms videos, you know, they're like, people share a lot of personal stuff. So the Peterisms, and, like, the, you know, the Peter review stuff, it's like, I just am trying to have fun over there, and so I'm so happy that people are responding positively and having fun. And the BookTube channel, it's like mostly the comments are about books, right? But the Peterisms channel and the Peter Vlogs channel, it's like the comments are so personal, and I almost feel like connected in a way that, like, I almost, because, like, a lot of you comment on a regular basis, and I know that there are a lot of people out there that watch every single night and have never left a comment, and you don't want to, you're embarrassed, and I totally get it, and that's cool. I mean, I get a lot of emails from people that have said, I've never commented on your video because I'm too embarrassed to comment on a video, or I don't want to comment on a video, but I just wanted you to know A, B, and C, right? How much you mean to me, how much you've really helped me through a dark time just by listening to you at night. You help me fall asleep. Like, you guys, that is so incredible. I don't even know, like, how to express to you what that means to me. And when I read that message about Nancy, you know, it reminded me so much of, like, my mom the last couple years, because, like, we would talk about talk shows, we would talk about TV shows and stuff like that, you know, and to some degree, you know, I think, like, listening to my vlog is probably, no, I'm not on that level, and I understand that, right? I'm not that arrogant, but, I mean, maybe I'm a little arrogant, we all are, right? But I'm not that arrogant. But, you know, like, the fact that you are having conversations about me, and you're allowing me in your life to be part of that journey is just so fantastic, and I just, like, read that, and it just, like, warmed my heart, and my mom would have loved that. You know, my mom would have really, really liked that comment. So, Nancy, please tell your mom that I said hi, and thank you for leaving that comment. It really, like, I was having a great night anyway tonight, but that even just, like, took it over the moon for me. I was like, that is so cool, you know? That, and like, what I love is, like, when people, like, reach out to me, and, like, I get so many of these messages when people are like, my sister and I watch your videos, and then we'll call each other up and talk. I mean, that's crazy to me. You guys, I mean, like, I don't know that people really understand this, but, like, I'm just this guy that started these channels in the middle of Indiana, okay? I literally go to Walmart, go get fountain pops with my best friend. I'm no different than you, okay? Except for that I have a channel and I post videos on it, or 5 channels. Literally, I'm no different than you, right? So when you say these things, that you guys have, like, these conversations, and you're laughing, and people send me pictures all the time, and they have me on they're watching me, you know, like, as a family, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this is absolutely crazy, and it warms my heart so much, and it just is like, I don't know, like, I just, you know, there was a period of time when I was on YouTube and stuff like that where it just was hard not to look at the negativity, at the chaos, toxicity, the ugliness of YouTube, and it must have stopped, and now I don't even know where it stopped, you know? But I wanted to say, I was talking about, like, the comments and how much they mean to me to be part of all of that, and blah, 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 whatever, but it was at the end, so I don't know, I didn't hear it stop. But anyway, I wanted to say, you know, that, like, it's really easy on this end to focus, like, you know, I've always been the person, and I think this is very much like an alcoholic addict trait, that, like, 100 people can be in a room telling you nice things about yourself, but one person says something negative, and that's the one thing that you hear, you know? Like, have you ever been like that? I don't know, maybe that's not an alcoholic and addict thing, maybe that's just a human thing, right? That one negative thing that somebody says is the one thing that you focus in on. Well, a while ago, in this last year, you know, since I've been really focusing on, you know, doing my thing, being over here, and getting back to enjoying what I love to do, which is post videos, and working on myself, and finding peace and serenity in my life, and finding focus in my life. You know, since I've done that in the last, you know, year, it's been a serious year since I've been committed to that almost, you know, since I've done that, you know, it's like, I have really I decided somewhere along the way that I wasn't going to focus on that one comment anymore. I wasn't, or the 10 comments or whatever it was, you know, that I was going to comment on the people who enjoyed what I was doing. And I was going to focus my attention on, you know, all of that. And thank you for allowing me to do that, you know, like, I think there is, you know, I think there is darkness and there is light in the world, and I think it's about where do you choose to spend your time and your energy. And today, I would rather spend my time and energy in the light. And I don't mean that on a spiritual, any kind of, I just mean, like, I think there are things that are dark, and I think there are things that are light, you know what I mean? And I think that I want to be in the light, I want to be in the positive, and I want to be in the people that enjoy what I'm doing and want me to be there, and, you know, and have given me the opportunity and allowed me to say, yeah, I've screwed up in the past, so I'm trying to be a different person today, and I've witnessed that, you know. So thank you for, you know, allowing me to be part of your journey of your life. I mean, it's just such an amazing thing. It's just, it's crazy, you know? It's like, you know, Tanya and I were talking a little bit about this tonight because, so, Tanya's son was looking at going to one college after he got out of the Marines, and at the last minute he made another decision. Well, he has like this huge opportunity that he's doing, right? And she looked at me and we were talking about it tonight, and she said that never would have, and like the decision to not go to the school was kind of like, I mean, it was like pick one of two good choices, if that makes sense. But there were reasons why he decided to, you know, do what he did instead. And at the time, she thought he was not maybe making the right choice, which she's so proud of him now. I mean, he's just one of the neatest, he is one of the neatest people in the entire world. I am blown away that my best friend naturally was such a fantastic parent. I mean, and she said to me, it's trial and error, you know, I did what I thought I was supposed to do at times, you know, it's like I didn't do everything perfect, you know, but I mean, he's just such an upstanding person. And she looked at me tonight and she said, you know, she said, this wouldn't be happening had he picked the other school. And she said, everything happens the way that it's supposed to happen, you know, and sometimes God does for us what we can't do for ourselves. And I looked back at the past year and I thought, that statement, that's a recovery statement. God does for us what we cannot do for ourselves. You know, sometimes God does things. Sometimes God puts situations in our lives, you know, blessings in disguise. And blessings in disguise are things that we don't necessarily want to happen, but they turn out being miracles for us, you know. And sometimes, you know, God removes us from situations that we aren't necessarily willing to remove ourselves from. And, you know, this is what I believe, you know, as somebody that has higher power. And I thought, she's so right, you know, like, and I believe that, you know, that, excuse me, things happen for a reason. But it's sometimes hard to find a lesson in that, or it's sometimes hard to find out, like, well, why did this happen, or, you know, whatever. And I think then when you see positive coming from choices that you made down the road, that you, I mean, if you had said, like, to him, like, okay, this is going to be an opportunity that you're going to have down the road, you know, like, you know, it's just like, it's like, the opportunities that I've had that were directly related to, you know, getting sober. If you had told me at the time that I got sober that that would come as a direct relation to that, I would never have believed it in a million years. Never, you know. This girl, on YouTube, she did this video. It was called like Dear Peter Monn or something. And somebody sent it to me. I don't know if it was her or I don't know. But she had just gotten something done on her arm. She had to have a surgery. She lives here in Indianapolis apparently. And so while she was like getting ready to go under for, you know, anesthesia, she was talking about like, they were asking her, she said something about like being calming down or whatever, or something funny. I don't know. Oh, no. She was saying something about they had to go get the other nurse, and they said the other nurse's name was Judy. And she said, like a good Judy. And they go, well, what's a good Judy? And everybody wants to know what a good Judy is. A good Judy is just like your best friend, okay? Like somebody you trust, somebody that's like side by side with you all the time, okay? And I think it comes from like Judy Garland back in the day, and her being so friendly with like the gays and things like that. But anyway, so she's talking in this video. The video is real short. It's like 3 minutes long. And she said that, so they're like, well, what's a good Judy? Like, this is in the operating room. This is like, coincidence is crazy, right? And she's like, so she's getting ready to go under, and I think she sent it to me because I think she also sent me a message. So anyway, and I'm not even sure I responded. So if you're watching this right now and I didn't respond, message me again and I'll respond. I guess you guys get so many messages, I just get flooded. So if I ever open yours and you're like, why did he read it but he didn't respond? I sometimes like open, read, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back and answer them, and then sometimes I forget. So it's not personal, I swear. But anyway, she said she's explaining to them like what a good Judy is, and she's like, just trust me, you need to go watch some of Peter Monn's videos, they're like real funny or whatever, right? And this other nurse in the room was like, who? And she was like, Peter Monn, I like watch all of his videos and I love him. And she goes, the other nurse is like, that name sounds real familiar. She goes, well, he's from Indianapolis, you might have heard of him. And the nurse goes, did he used to be like an addictions, did he work in like an addictions treatment or something like that? And she was like, yeah. She was like, and so supposedly some nurse I used to work with, and she said it was like 11. The nurse said, I think, yeah, it was like 11 or 12 years ago, which would have been right. And, well, yeah, between 12 and 14 years ago. So, which is funny because, well, anyway, the video was sweet, but I thought that was funny. I have no idea who she is, this nurse. I could be working, but I worked with a lot of nurses. That seems like a whole lifetime ago, you know? These country roads. I got another email. Okay, this email, actually, I wish I knew the person's name. I am so sorry. This email put me over the edge. I literally was laughing out loud reading it. And it's this woman, and if I read it correctly, I think she's Latino, and she met her husband on like farmers.com or something, which I always joke about, you know, in my Peter Monn videos. And she like moved from New York to like the middle of nowhere, and so she was commenting on me like not wanting to drive out in the middle of she must watch my vlog because she was commenting on me. The email was so absolutely hilarious. I mean, it was like, it reminded me actually of how my mom talked. It was like all these run-on sentences of just thoughts, and it was like totally how my mom talks. And I was like, this is so funny. And she was like, her son was asking her something about like, where's the nearest bodega? He was like, you're gonna have to go, like, that's like 1,000 miles away. And it was just so funny the way that she said it. It was just like the nicest. It was so obvious that she just was like, I'm shooting him off an email. I'm shooting him an email. And it was just so funny. I get the nice, you guys are so sweet. I literally, you guys, I feel bad because I probably every day, I mean, like, this is no lie, I probably get like 20, 30 requests for, oh God, maybe more than that, requests for birthday shout outs a day, you guys. And now I'm getting anniversary shout outs. I'm getting all kinds of shout outs now. Oh, I'm getting a lot of people wanting me to shout out their boyfriends and husbands. They're like, my boyfriend and husband watches your videos and he loves you but won't really admit to it, even though he'll come home from work and be like, what time are we watching Peter's video? Which is so funny to me. And like, a lot of people will be like, oh, my husband and I, or my boyfriend and I, we get in bed at night and we watch your vlog before we go to bed, and we'll like just talk to each other about what you talk about, which I love. I love that so much. I don't know, like, this whole world of YouTube is nothing like what I thought it would be. It is just so cool. You know, it's like, I feel so blessed about, there's a lot that's wrong with, you know, YouTube as the platform and the business and stuff, but like, I feel so blessed to have a platform, you know, where I can just be myself and be able to, I mean, I have a place where I can come, anybody can come and post videos about anything, and people have the opportunity to watch it. Like, that's just the coolest thing, you know, and be able to interact with you guys. And it's just, it cracks me up when people are like, oh, my boyfriend and I, and I have a lot of gay couples that watch me too, which I think is really nice. I mean, why wouldn't I, right? But I have to tell you, I have more heterosexual couples that watch me than gay couples, I think. And which is so funny. It's just like, I have such a diverse population of people that watch me on this channel, and I love that, you know? It's so cool. And so people are like, will you shout out my boyfriend or husband, because it'll shock the hell out of them. You know I will. I'm totally going to. Why wouldn't I? But I can't keep up with them all, is the thing. The Cameo people have reached out to me so many times. Y'all know what Cameo is. So it's like, you guys can pay, and then like, I'll give you a personalized message, like on a video recording. So when I met up with Amelia Fart, she asked me, she was like, do you want to do Cameo? And I said, well, I don't know. I don't really know much about it. She said, you should totally do it. It's so much fun, blah, blah, blah. People love them, whatever. And she was like, I'm going to give the girl your name. She was like, I'm going to tell her I think you're perfect for it. And so that girl like reached out to me like 5 times, and like I responded to her and I was like, yeah, I would love to do it. That the first time was like when I was going to Miami, and then I was like, I'll set it up when I get back. And then when I got back, I didn't set it up, and then she emailed me again and she was like, here's all you have to do, and she explained it to me. It's real simple. And so I was like, okay, and then I keep on doing it. But then I'm like, do people really want it? Do people not want it? So what it is like, I would set like a price, and then you guys would pay that price. And then like, if you wanted a personalized message, I would give it to you. Which, of course, I would do flipping fans and all kinds, you know, I would do whatever. I think it'd be fun to do. I think I'm gonna try it. I'll probably wait till I get back from Vegas and do it. That week will be a good week for me to kind of set some stuff like that up. I trimmed my beard, was it yesterday or the day before? And it is driving me nuts. I've got to remember to charge my electric razor so that when we go to Vegas, it's already like charged and ready to go. Because I'm going to try to trim it like every day while I'm out there. Because it grows a lot when I'm like in the pool and whatever. I can't just wait to be by the pool for a week. I'm so excited. Now, don't be coming and trying to find me by the pool, okay? Anywhere else if you want, I'll say hi, we'll talk, but at the pool, like, listen, okay? This is all you see in the car. We don't, listen, it would be a different story if I was laying by the pool. We don't need to see all that, okay? But I do have a real nice new bathing suit. I don't even care anymore, you know? I'm kind of like past all that. I'm like, oh well. I don't have the miracle body that I wish I did, you know? Like, I was looking at Alex tonight, who never works out, right? And he's in such, you know, still great shape. And I was like looking, we were like getting ready in the bathroom, and I was like drying off out of the shower, and he was standing in front of me. And I was like, my husband has got such a fine body. And I was like, I miss being 35. You know what I mean? Like, God, I look so good at 35. It seems so weird to me that it's been, you know, 11 years since we met and got together. It's crazy. was gonna get him flowers and I kind of hinted at it, and he was like, you don't need to do that. He's not like a huge flower person. Like, I love flowers, and I used to buy them for myself a lot, but he's not like a huge flower person. He doesn't really care, you know? I still wanted to do that. He does like those, like, birds of paradise. He likes tropical things. But this is funny. So on our Amazon Prime account, I was like on there looking, and I don't know if he was like looking for me for like my birthday or whatever, but I was going into my search history of the things that we were looking for, and he must have been looking at all these like bamboo plants, and they were like these really cool different like plants that you could order online and stuff like that on Amazon. And I was like, does he want these? Or is, because I've been buying him those succulents like crazy. Do you know what I'm talking about at Meijer? I mean, I've bought him so many of those, you guys. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have like 6 of them now. I love them. I think they look great. And they're literally like $5, $5, $6, $7. Well, some of them are $8 or $9.99, but most of them are not. And I've started getting them and placing them like around the house. I just think they look nice. They're peaceful. Oh, I bit my tongue. They're peaceful and they're calming, you know, and Alex loves them. They're real easy to maintain. So I was like, was he looking online to order these for himself, or were these for me, or what's going on here? So you guys, listen, I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna listen to my audiobook. I was gonna come back and vlog some more, but I'll do a longer vlog tomorrow night. I'm gonna get off here now and listen to my audiobook and relax for a little bit. So it'll be a shorter vlog tonight. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. Amazing start to your week, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Enjoy your day, enjoy your week, make the most of it. Get ready for the Vegas vlogs, because they're coming. Life is not a dress rehearsal. Do something fun today that will make, you know, this day memorable to you. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and tell yourself, I love you. You are a good person. You are worthy of good things. And we are going to manifest wonderful, amazing things. You are loved. I love you. And most importantly, yeah, we're going to manifest it from the universe, that we're going to have all this amazement in our lives. And most importantly, make sure to pass it on to somebody else and let them know how much you mean to them. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.